What's up? What's up? What's up, tribe? Now listen, I told y'all wasn't gonna see me tonight, but I had to come live. We've been waiting for this one. We have been following this David case for months. Okay. And I literally looked at my phone. I was working on some other stuff. I looked at my phone and I saw this headline and I was like, I gotta go, gotta talk to the tribe about it. I gotta talk to the tribe about this. So let's get ready to go in. Sending universal peace to the children of the Fairfax children. Oh yeah, that's a sad situation as well. The former lieutenant governor. That's what you're talking about. The former lieutenant governor of Virginia, right? All right, y'all. Let's get ready to get into it. Yeah. All right, let's play the intro real quick. Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. This me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. All right, y'all. I had to play the intro because y'all gonna, if I didn't, somebody was gonna say, where is it? So I had to play it. Yeah, that story is very sad as well. And the details of that case is still coming out. So let's get into this. Now, we have been waiting for this arrest for a long time. We were trying to figure out what is taking the police so long to arrest this man. It just seemed like from where we were sitting, it seemed like everything was right there. But clearly the police knew what they were doing, I guess. Singer David has been arrested for the unaliving of Celeste Rivas in Los Angeles. So let's read through this. I'm reading from the Hollywood Reporter, and it says, Lord, I got the wrong glasses on. Singer David, whose real name is David Burke, has been arrested for the unaliving of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the Los Angeles Police Department have confirmed. So this is a fact. Homicide Division have arrested David Burke, 21-year-old resident of Los Angeles, for the unaliving of Celeste Rivas Burke and is being held without bail, authorities shared in a statement. The case will be presented to the district attorney's office on Monday for filing consideration. David was arrested in Hollywood on Thursday on a probable cause warrant that he's being held without bail. Hernandez was last seen alive a year ago, and her decomposed remains were found in the trunk of an abandoned Tesla at an LA impound lot in December of 2025 that was registered to David. A foul odor was reportedly coming from within the vehicle, which led to homicide detectives being called. The remains were later identified as Hernandez, a missing Inland Empire teen. Before her body was discovered, Hernandez had been missing for nearly 18 months. The deceased was found severely decomposed inside of a vehicle, a statement from the medical examiner's office read at the time. She appears to have been deceased inside the vehicle for an extended period of time before being found. In November, the 20-year-old artist was identified by investigators as a suspect in connection with the teen's death. David, known for his Here With Me and Romantic Homicide, initially broke out on TikTok and SoundCloud in 2022. As his music career took off, he opened for SZA the following year and later performed at Coachella in 2025. He also released his debut album, Withered, in April of last year. During an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, David said the album explored themes of loss and grief, calling it essentially a goodbye letter to me. I'm sure as the week goes on, more details will come out. Listen. again, we have been following this case since October, November, and we've talked about it a few times because different things have come up. Allegedly, there's video footage of David and this young lady. Allegedly, people knew that they were dating. I was saying allegedly because, you know, until this comes out confirmed, it's all alleged. But allegedly, different things kept trickling out, and again, you don't know how much of it is true, how much of it isn't. We heard that there was the better solid case. Oh, this better be a solid case. What we do know, and we talked about this before, what we do know is that this young lady was not missing. I mean, I know maybe by the definition, the police definition of missing, she might have been missing, but we know she wasn't missing because audio tape has come up of her arguing with her neighbors, her parents' neighbors, within that 18 months that she allegedly was missing. Yet she was right next door from where her parents were, having a whole cussing, knockdown, drag out argument with the neighbors. Again, she was seen allegedly on streaming with David, and things of that nature. Now, we saw where they had convened a grand jury where they basically were talking to a lot of people and being very meticulous about this case. One of his friends refused to testify before the grand jury. We talked about that a few weeks ago. It seemed like everyone knew what she was except for the police. No, that doesn't necessarily mean the police didn't know. What it sounds like is that she kept running away. It sounded like she kept running away. And I told you guys before, as somebody who works in the school, what probably happened was that her parents reported her missing because she was truant from school. And, you know, listen, you can go to jail if your child is not going to school and they're supposed to be in your custody. So you report the child missing or a runaway, because remember when we talked to the school, they said that she would frequently, when I say we talked to the school, there was an article and it said that she would frequently run away from home and come back and run away. So it sounds like that's why she was reported missing. And that's why I said that from the beginning. I don't think she was necessarily missing as much as probably her parents couldn't make her stay home and her parents couldn't make her go to school. And in that audio, that video we saw of her arguing with the neighbor, I mean, she was, you know, cussing them out and they was arguing, you know, so. And I'm not going to make the victim the problem because she's the victim. She was a 14-year-old child, right? But it does sound like there was some family issues that might need to be explored as well as it relates to the family and their control over her and things like that. Again, I'm not making her the victim. I mean, I'm not going to make her the problem. She was the victim. Unfortunately, her life was cut short. You know, who's to say she couldn't have got herself together and got back on track? You know what I mean? We don't know what all of those details are. I'm sure it's going to come out. I'm sure it's going to come out, you know, when this case goes to trial. All of those details will come out. It's a girl from PG County that is missing, and it's like she leaves all the time. You know, I saw that, Corey. Yeah. And it's unfortunate because, again, children run away for a reason. I'm not saying it's always a good reason. I'm not even saying it's always a justified reason. But there's something deeper there when a child doesn't want to go home. It's something, and I'm not saying that I'm not accusing her parents of anything. I'm just saying there's some deeper issues there when a child doesn't want to go home. They might be chasing after a boy. They might, unfortunately, maybe they fell into a substance abuse issue. Maybe they fell into a wrong crowd and they're being influenced. Maybe there are home issues. Like there's a reason why a 14-year-old child would rather be in the streets than be at home. And again, a lot of that's going to probably come out during this case, right? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. But I didn't jump on here to be for long. I just wanted to give you guys that information because, again, we have been literally following this case since her body was found, and they made the connection between that car and David. Remember, he canceled his tour. You know, a lot of stuff. We've been following this. I might have to create a playlist because we've been following this case. And we'll know more information on Monday when he's arraigned. More information will come out in court. Excuse me. It's hard to get documents out of California. But we'll get what we can get, you guys, and bring you as much as we can bring you. According to this article, it says that he'll be arraigned on Monday. So we probably won't have a lot more information until Monday. I don't know if court's closed tomorrow or what, but it sounds like he's there for the weekend. So we will see. We will see. With that being said, y'all, again, I just jumped on for a real quick minute. Do you think David will make it through trial? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Do I think he'll make it? Do I think he'll take a plea, or do I think he'll unalive himself? Like, what do you mean? Do I think he'll make it through trial? I'm waiting for Xavier's so I can respond to his question. Oh, well, you know, I don't know, Xavier. It's going to depend on a lot of factors in that. First of all, I don't know anything about his mental health, so I can't automatically jump to that conclusion. Just because somebody's charged with something doesn't mean that they're going to harm themselves. So I don't know anything about this young man's mental health as far as that's concerned. Number two, it'll depend on whether he gets bond or not, because if he's there and he's showing signs, they're going to put him under, watch anyway. If he gets bond and he goes home, again, there's a lot of factors that I don't know. That's a question I can't even think about answering. I have no idea. Listen, I didn't even know who this young man was before this case. I don't know I don't know him. You know what I mean? You're more familiar with him than I am. I don't know. Yeah. But again, I just wanted to jump on and give you this because, again, we've been following this case, give you guys an update. Of course, I'll bring you new information as I get it. Again, it sounds like we won't know anything more concrete until Monday, and then we'll take it from there. All right, you guys, with that being said, I'm hopping off of here. I'm going to go relax, chill out. Tomorrow's Friday. Thank goodness. I told y'all this ain't been a great week for me, so I'm glad to see it come to an end. With that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Peace. Oh, thank you, T. Thank you, babes.